I don't know about Scrotner,
Proctor.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
The one who decided to kick your way through a
Not what I was expecting.
Got it.
There it is.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
I'm not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
While you're at it, my car is making this weird grinding noise when I back it out of the driveway.
You're gonna have to take a number. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow. It's a miracle you survived.
Nope. Just simple engineering. My power armor absorbed most of the impact. And I wouldn't call having both of your legs crushed surviving. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Dumb and ugly had a child, it'll be a super mutant. Put 2 in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
In my experience, hotshots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals.
My list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer. Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the capital wasteland.
Excuse me,
Forward,
Proctor
Knight.
Tegan.
Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and ammunition. Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
As long as I don't end up in the brig.
Don't worry. Last thing I'd want to do is get our newest recruit in trouble. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Proctor Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Plenty of work if you need it. Come back when you're done introducing yourself.
When it comes to keeping the Pridwin running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What, not even a thank you?
I hardly need to... Oh my. It appears I've mistaken you for someone else. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
I'm asking myself the same thing.
I don't recognize you. Which leads me to the conclusion that you're a new recruit. Specifically, the one that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
As long as it doesn't involve petroleum jelly and rubber gloves, I'm ready.
No. This isn't that sort of examination. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know. Medical report, Night Captain Cade reporting. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon Good to see teams you have again, recovered. Knight. Anything I can do
Even
to
though
help?
we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing
Not today.
effective
Very well.
countermeasures for these synths.
Cade,
How can I help you today?
I need some supplies, Doctor.
Scribes have been stocking us up. Help yourself.
Hesitating to pull the
Dr.
trigger
Teagan,
on any other
what can I get
Commonwealth
for you
scum
today?
can be fatal.
Let me see what you have.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
for your thoughts?
Greetings, Knight.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
Can you tell Kells if he wants things fixed, he needs to keep the damn ship steady?
Hey,
Just let me know. Don't mind the clutter.
Hail, Knight.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Priglin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
Keeping nukes out of the hands of super mutants? Oh, we'll do our best, alright.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight. Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots. The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
So you're the new knight I heard about? Glad to have you on the team.
Ah, knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research...
Looking for medical assistance, soldier?
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Ugh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
We're getting a 3% Z tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended. Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, I want you...
Sure.
Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, the brother...
Keeping nukes?
No. We haven't. Use it to carry our message. Dismissed.
Good to see you, Overseer.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Sure.
Just looking to trade a little.
Free soda.
Okay.
Gotta love the ball.
That thing's broke. It keeps making weird.
I'd like to
clicking
trade
noises.
some items.
Go ahead.
I used to be scared of super mutants, but we taught them a lesson this time.
I just
Thought I'd
want
be
to
an
trade a few
honest to
things.
goodness vault
Sure thing.
dweller.
Huh. Guess you're our Overseer.
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
Is delicious.